first of all, what we need to do is what we need to understand is okay, what is motion? Next two chapters are related to this section. We have two states of a body, and that is rest and motion. And these both are absolutely relative in nature whenever we talk in physics. Okay? We can never say that a particular object is at rest or in motion for sure, because for someone else, it might be in a state of motion. I normally give one example. Okay, if you are considering a train, the passengers sitting in the train are in which state they are sitting in the train?
Rest.
At rest. But the one who is standing at the platform, for them they are moving.
In motion.
So there are so many examples where we can refer to this one. Okay, the rest and motion is always relative to each other. We can never be sure. Sorry, we cannot be absolute about this. KG, a particular body is at rest or in motion. When we talk about motion, we further divide it into two parts. The first one is kinematics, which is our chapter number 2. And the next is dynamics, which we are going to study in chapter number 3. When we talk about kinematics and dynamics, both are क्या है दोनों both are related to motion. They are the types of motion. But there is a difference between two, that we are always sure that motion can never be without application of force. Can it occur without application of force? Can motion be brought or can occur without the application of force?
No.
Okay. So we need force to cause motion, but in kinematics, we do not discuss the application of force. Force is there, force is applied, but we do not discuss in terms of application. Whereas dynamics uska kya hoga? Opposite hoga. We discuss the application of force. Kinematics is further divided into the things that we're going to discuss in kinematics are going to be the following. You guys told me what scalar and vector quantities were in the previous lesson. What are scalar and vector quantities?
Scalar are basically that don't need a magnitude to describe.
Yes. Yes.
And vectors, we need a magnitude and the
Depends on
direction.
magnitude only. And vector is the one where we need depends on
Direct.
magnitude
and direction.
and direction. Vector and scalar is a detailed topic that we're going to study in the later chapter as well. For now, we only need to have the information or the knowledge of what scalar and vector quantities are. Okay. So when we discuss kinematics, we're going to discuss the following terminologies here: distance, displacement, speed, velocity, and lastly, acceleration. What is speed? Sorry, what is distance? That's the first thing that we need to do is, how do we define distance? There is one student among you that really give any answer. I'm still unable to find the who that is,
Speed
but
multiplied by distance
actual
is equals
path
to speed multiplied
covered by the body.
object.
Yeah.
Okay? And
Yeah.
the unit for distance is meter, and physical nature is scalar.
Scalar.
Displacement is actual path, or sorry, scalar is defined as the shortest
Distance.
distance between
Any
Two
two.
points.
two
2 points.
The unit is again meters, but physical nature is vector. If we have like this, these points, okay, it's point A and point A, B. So this whole path would be known as distance covered by the body, and the shortest distance from one point to the other is
Displacement.
displacement. Normally, we also use this formula that B minus A gives us the displacement and A plus B gives us the distance. But normally in our syllabus, we rarely use this formula, but general knowledge ke liye it's always good. Then comes
displacement.
speed.
In direct.
Sorry,
The distance traveled by an object, like per unit of time.
I didn't get the question. What was the question?
I'm saying that in displacement we cannot change direction.
In distance or displacement?
Displacement.
No, we do not talk about this direction and distance since it's a scalar quantity. If this is your question, we only need the starting and the final point for distance. We do not need the direction for it, in which way or which path we took to reach to that point. That's why scalar is a distance is a scalar quantity. We do not need that. I'm not sure what was the question, but if this was your question, then that's the answer.
Excuse me, sir, can you please explain the displacement again?
Displacement is the shortest distance between 2 points. For example, K, you are going like this.
This
Okay,
is
this
the
is the
distance.
path. Okay, but there is some difficult but a straight path also which is taking us to this point. Sometimes जब trekking वगैरह के लिए जाते हैं, बहुत सारे paths होते हैं ना, सबका destination point same होता है, but everyone takes a different route. जब आप different route ले रहे होते हैं, that is displacement, but the destination point is the distance. कि सबने distance हम लोगों को जो है initial and final point is the same for all of us, but which path we are taking to reach to that point is displacement. And why are we calling it a displacement? Because first, it would be a shortest distance. Secondly, it must have a direction gap. इस direction में जाएंगे तो this would be considered as the shortest distance. ठीक है? So, or we can also say is that directional and shortest distance is known as displacement. And since we need direction to show कि इस direction में जाएंगे तो ये shortest distance बनेगा, that's why we're calling it a vector quantity. Is that clear, Zulnanan?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Moving on to the next part, we have speed. Speed is considered as the
Distance traveled
or we could say the
per
rate
minute.
of
Or
the rate of change of distance. Always remember, whenever we see this term into the definition, this means that whatever is going to be written at the end of this definition, it will be divided by time. So whenever there is rate, it means something is being divided by time. So distance divided by time is speed. Its symbol is V and its unit is meter per second. And its physical nature is scalar. Then comes the displacement, the velocity. It has exactly the same definition, but the only thing is
with direction.
the rate of change of displacement is velocity. It has exactly the same units and the formula, and the only change is it's a vector quantity. Then comes the last, acceleration. Acceleration is defined as
The rate of change of speed.
yes, the rate of change of speed or acceleration. Oh, sorry,
Or
the
velocity.
velocity.
Change in velocity.
Yes, the rate of change of velocity. And it has a formula of A is equals to V minus u over t. V indicates
So what
for,
is Q? Velocity.
sorry?
Velocity.
Acceleration.
No, I'm asking what V is indicating.
Velocity.
Okay,
Velocity.
just velocity or कुछ और भी show करिए. Zulnar, and what is V and U indicates?
So V and
Velocity.
U, V indicates the second speed and U indicates the initial speed.
Yes. The V is for the final speed and U is for the initial speed. For acceleration to exist, there are two conditions that must be that must be there. Either the speed changes and or sorry, the direction changes. For acceleration to exist, we need to change the speed or we need to change the direction. If none of it is changing, then acceleration would be 0. There is this example that normally comes in the question. K, give an example where acceleration exists, but the speed is not changing. What would be the example for this?
The
Ahmad.
distance and change. The
No. Sorry,
Direction.
who was answering?
me, Munib.
Munib. No, the other one who has a very deep
Direction.
voice.
Oh yeah, Ali. Ahmed. Yeah.
Huh? Oh,
I need an example where the speed is not changing, but acceleration is still there.
the speed is not changing, but acceleration still there. Teacher, I don't know.
Is it the
Anyone
direction?
else?
He needs an example. I can't come up with one.
Direction.
Obviously, that's the condition that, but I'm asking for an example where the speed is not changing, but the acceleration still exists. Obviously, direction must be changing, but how would you exemplify this? Anyone in the class? मुझे जल्दी से answer चाहिए. If no one knows, I'm just okay. Let me just give an example. Whenever an object, Zulnan, I was expecting you would give the answer, but as usual, you're disappointing me. Whenever an object is moving in a circular path, okay, the speed is constant, but the
Constant,
direction is
yes.
changing at every point.
Yeah.
In this
Yeah.
case, the acceleration and the resultant force is always towards the center. For example, if this is Earth and this is satellite, and here we discuss another thing, which is which force. Munib, I think so. I could expect an answer from you. There is another force we discuss whenever we are
gravity?
discussing this. No. Yes, force, gravity is the force. But with what force do we know? We Amta, what do we call that force? Which is required for an object to keep in a circle?
Air resistance? No.
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 Centripetal force. It is noted as Fc, and this is required whenever an object is moving in a circular path or a curved path. Okay? This is the force required to keep an object moving in a circle. So वो जो gravity की बात की थी ना start में मुनीब ने कि gravity.
Yeah.
So there would be a question जहां पे वो आपसे पूछेगा कि if a satellite is revolving, if this is the satellite, this is the orbit, this is the satellite, which force is giving the centripetal force to the satellite to keep it moving in a, यहाँ पे आएगा gravity. A gravitational pull of the earth, is giving the necessary centripetal force to keep the satellite moving in a circle. Are we clear about यहाँ तक जितने points हुए?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Yes, sir.
Who said no?
Sir, Humam of Tower.
हुमा, यहाँ तो मुझे छोड़ दो यार, इधर तो बख्शिश दे दो.
मुझे
Which
सर मुझे
part?
एक्सप्लेनेशन नहीं समझ आ रही है.
Which acceleration? Which part do you want me to
Yes.
repeat? Acceleration.
स्टार्टिंग. यस, जब आपने फॉर्मूला पुट किया था.
एक्सेलरेशन को, अच्छा ये पॉइंट डिस्कस समझ में आ गया कि एक्सेलरेशन को एग्जस्ट करने के लिए या तो स्पीड चेंज हो या डायरेक्शन चेंज हो. आर यू क्लियर अबाउट दिस पॉइंट? ठीक है. अब उसका से फॉर्मूला समझ में नहीं आ रहा.
यस, हाउ टू पुट
Okay.
फॉर्मूला.
नहीं, पुटिंग वाली चीज तो हम बाद में करते हैं. अभी सिर्फ ये समझ लो कि एक्सेलरेशन का फॉर्मूला हमने लिखा v माइनस यू ओवर टी, क्योंकि हमने बात की कि एक्सेलरेशन को एग्जिस्ट करने के लिए वी नीड द चेंज ऑफ स्पीड. ठीक है. सो v माइनस यू इज शोइंग द चेंज ऑफ स्पीड. So v is the fun. For example, I was moving with the speed of 10 meters per second. ठीक है. If I'll keep on moving with this speed, तो acceleration क्या होगा?
0.
0, because मेरी speed change नहीं हो रही है. But after some time, like after 30 seconds, my speed is 30 meters per second. Now, how would I calculate the acceleration? अब फॉर्मूला क्या था? फाइनल माइनस इनिशियल. हुमा, व्हाट इज द फॉर्मूला? अब फाइनल स्पीड कौन सी बनेगी इनमें से, 30 एंड 10 में से?
सर, आई गेस 10.
अरे 10 तो 0 सेकंड्स पे थी ना जब हमने स्टॉप वॉच को स्टार्ट किया. हमने जब 30 सेकंड्स के बाद स्पीड को नोट किया तो अब स्पीड कितनी थी? 30. सो 30 माइनस 10, क्योंकि इनिशियल स्पीड
20.
क्या है? यू
20.
ये था, v हमारे पास क्या था? 30. सो 30 माइनस 10 डिवाइडेड बाय टाइम. टाइम का डिफरेंस
20.
क्या होगा?
30.
30 minus 0,
30.
it would remain 30.
30.
So its acceleration is 1.
Sorry,
So acceleration would be 1, right?
why? 30 minus 10 would give us 20. 20 divided by 2,
Oh, yeah, 30
30
over
is
20.
2 by 3, which would be, I guess, 0 point something. I don't
0
know,
point
0.5 hoga.
Okay.
My mental math is not good. Humar, are we clear about this point? Or is there anywhere?
Yes, sir.
Can we go to the next part?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. अब ये तो सारी थी बेसिक्स ऑफ काइनेमैटिक्स. अब जो डिटेल सेक्शन हमारे पास आता है, वेयर वी नीड टू अप्लाई ऑल ऑफ दिस. एप्लीकेशन का तो मे बी शायद मुझे टाइम ना मिले. ऑल इज के समवन वांटेड मी टू रिपीट द ग्राफ फॉर द मिलियंथ टाइम, तो अब मैं उसको रिपीट करा रहा हूँ. तो दैट इज डिस्टेंस टाइम ग्राफ. नेक्स्ट टॉपिक हमारा आता है
Speed
डिस्टेंस
time.
टाइम ग्राफ का एंड स्पीड टाइम ग्राफ का.
Speed time graph.
All we need to know is के what can we get from these graphs. हमारा major task क्या है? What we can get from
these
these
graphs.
graphs. Or how can these graphs help us to find out certain things? Okay. For
Yes.
that, we need to understand the shape of the graphs first, and then we will go okay, how we can use these graphs to find out certain things. Clear? So there
Yes.
are
Yes.
4 graphs when it comes to distance time. The very first one is rest.
Rest.
Whosoever wrote on the screen, please clear it. The second one is uniform
Constant.
Uniform.
and constant. Both of this same shape,
Yes.
क्योंकि इसके अलावा हमारे पास कोई ऑप्शन नहीं है. ठीक है.
Yes.
तीसरा is हमारे पास increasing
Increasing.
Increasing.
Acceleration, right?
increasing
Acceleration.
speed at increasing
decreasing rate.
rate,
Increasing rate.
and acceleration इसमें क्या होगी? Positive,
Positive.
or we can also say increasing.
Yes.
And this type of graph is a non-uniform graph. These terminologies मैं अभी आपको explain करता हूँ. Constant का मतलब क्या होता है, यूनिफॉर्म का मतलब क्या होता है, नॉन यूनिफॉर्म, वो हम बाद में आते हैं. फर्स्ट मेजर टास्क है कि ये शेप नजर आए एंड क्वेश्चन कम्स के व्हाट इज दिस इंडिकेटिंग. हमें फौरन से हमें पता होना चाहिए ये शेप इंडिकेट करिए यूनिफॉर्म स्पीड को ये शेप इंडिकेट करिए, इंक्रीजिंग स्पीड को, और यहाँ से ये चीजें हमें पता होंगी, ठीक है। एंड लास्ट ग्राफ इज
Deceleration.
Deceleration.
यस, डिक्रीजिंग रेट है, डिक्रीजिंग रेट,
Acceleration negative.
इंक्रीजिंग स्पीड एट
At decreasing
डिक्रीजिंग
rate.
रेट,
At decreasing
क्योंकि
rate.
यहाँ पे आके इवेंचुअली क्या हो रहा है, ऑब्जेक्ट किस पे आ रहा है, रेस्ट पे, which means
Rest पे.
acceleration is going to be zero, which means कि
Zero.
acceleration decrease होगा तो वो जीरो पे आएगा ना,
Yes.
ठीक है। तो ये कुछ पॉइंटर्स हैं जो हमें अपने माइंड में रखने हैं। These two graphs जो अभी अभी हम लोगों ने डिस्कस किए, these two graphs they have the same meaning in distance time and speed time, ठीक है, और ये दोनों ही नॉन यूनिफॉर्म को इंडिकेट करता है। हुमा,
Yes, sir.
क्लियर?
Yes, sir.
कहाँ पे डाउटफुल हो मुझे बताओ, मैं उसको अभी वॉक थ्रू करवा दूं दोबारा।
Sir,
हमना नहीं आई,
deceleration graph. I guess, sir, she is here.
हमना नहीं आई, आई है,
No, sir.
हमना नहीं आई है। अच्छा, अब हमें क्या सिर्फ याद रखना है कि ये जब शेप हमारे सामने आएगी किसी भी क्वेश्चन के अंदर, हम फौरन से बता सकेंगे ये किस मोशन को इंडिकेट कर रहा है, ठीक है।
Yes.
अब आ जाते हैं स्पीड टाइम ग्राफ। स्पीड टाइम ग्राफ में सिर्फ दो ही ग्राफ हैं जो डिफरेंट है डिस्टेंस टाइम में से, और वो किस चीज के हैं, दिस इंडिकेट्स कांस्टेंट
Constant
स्पीड,
Constant.
Yes.
Constant.
एक्सेलरेशन यहाँ पे क्या होगा, जीरो। हुमा,
Zero.
क्यों एक्सेलरेशन यहाँ पे जीरो है?
Um,
Munib, why acceleration is zero here?
Because the speed is stays the same.
Because the speed is not changing, and for acceleration to exist, speed
Yes.
must change, or its direction changes at least. And the
Yeah.
second shape of the graph is
Constant acceleration.
uniform,
Constant acceleration.
uniform speed, और यहाँ पे acceleration क्या होगा, constant.
Constant.
Why it's constant? Because whenever we see this shape,
A straight
इस तरह की
line.
स्ट्रेट लाइन हमें दिखेगा, उसमें आप किसी भी पार्ट में उसको डिवाइड करो, यानी I
Constant.
take this point or this point or this point. Whenever I'll divide, I'll get the same answer.
Same answer.
Constant.
That's why we say it's a constant acceleration. Okay?
Yes.
Now
no,
comes
sir, दोबारा
the
बताइए.
कि अगर हम whenever हमें इस तरह की स्ट्रेट लाइन दिखेगी ना, अगर हमें ग्राफ में बिल्कुल ऐसी एक स्ट्रेट लाइन दिख रही है, ठीक है, इट मींस के इसको आप किसी भी, अब ये देखो यहाँ से मेरे पास क्या आएगा, x की वैल्यू, यहाँ से क्या आएगा, y का वैल्यू, यहाँ से क्या आएगा y, यहाँ से x, ये x को इंडिकेट कर रहा है ना एक्सेस, और ये किसको इंडिकेट कर रहा है, y को। तो अगर मैं इस लाइन के ऊपर कोई भी पॉइंट लूंगा, कोई भी एनी रैंडम पॉइंट, एनी ऑफ माय चॉइस, इट विल ऑलवेज गिव मी द सेम आंसर। अभी चूंकि हम न्यूमेरिकली यहाँ पे वैल्यूज नहीं लिखे हमने, तो इस वजह से हमें सिर्फ ये अंडरस्टैंड करना है कि whenever I see this shape और वो स्पीड टाइम ग्राफ है, तो उस पे एक्सेलरेशन का आंसर हमेशा क्या आएगा, सेम आएगा, इट वुड नॉट चेंज। ओके,
Yes, sir.
Yes.
इज मरियम इन द क्लास और नॉट? मरियम नहीं आई है। अच्छा, अब what can we get from distance time graph and speed time graph? Can I go to that part now?
Yes.
Okay.
Sir,
Distance
this
time,
graph is also deceleration, right?
someone has their mic unmuted, please mute it. And Maneeb, what are you asking me to?
This graph on the left is also deceleration, right?
This one?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Negative acceleration. Deceleration. But अच्छा यहाँ पे good अच्छा किया तुमने मुझे पॉइंट याद करवा दिया। नॉर्मली हम डिसेलरेशन के लिए तभी यूज करते हैं whenever something is going down, like this, eventually coming to rest.
Yes.
We keep our deceleration term ना to those graphs जहाँ पे eventually हमारे पास object कहाँ पे आ रहा है, rest पे आ रहा है, ठीक है? As
but
if I refer to this graph, अगर ये speed time graph है, not the distance time graph, तो यहाँ पे speed eventually क्या हो रही है, constant हो रही है, it's not
Constant,
coming to
yes.
rest, ठीक है? So I would go for decreasing acceleration, but not the deceleration. Normally deceleration for something जो eventually rest पे आ रहा है उसके लिए use करते
जैसे distance time graph में अगर ऐसे
हैं,
जो
तो हम decelerate बोल सकते हैं, if it's a
Yeah,
distance time.
okay.
When it comes to distance time graph, we can only have two types of information from there. First one is
Speed,
speed, and how can we get the speed? From the
Distance.
gradient of the graph.
Listen.
Gradient of the graph.
Gradient का मतलब क्या होता है कि something y divided by x or y2 minus y1 over x2 minus
delta
x.
y over delta x.
Delta y and delta basically means
X2.
y2 minus y1.
Okay.
So if I draw a graph, I draw two graphs like this, and second graph like this or like this. ठीक है? If I take
Excuse me.
any,
Ex-
yes,
Excuse me, sir. ये वाले जो gradients हैं ये distance time graph में भी use होंगे?
gradients जब भी हम discuss कर रहे हैं, it would have the same formula, but if it's a distance time, तो obviously y के axis के along distance है और x axis में क्या है, time है, तो different meanings होंगे उनके, ठीक है? अब
Yes.
for now, if I refer to this point, तो इसका ये वाला value क्या बनेगा, x1, और ये value क्या बनेगा,
One.
y1.
Y1.
Always take the bigger points. ये x2 हो गया and these are y2. अब इनके across जो भी ग्राफ पे वैल्यू बन रहा होगा, मैंने उन वैल्यूज को नोट करना है. Supposedly it's 30, it's 10, it's 5, it's 10. ठीक है? So फॉर्मूला क्या है, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. y2 की वैल्यू क्या बन रही है, 10. y1 की वैल्यू क्या बन रही है, 5.
5.
x2 की वैल्यू क्या बन रही है, 30. और x1 की वैल्यू क्या बन रही है, 10.
10.
सिमिलरली जो मैंने आपको पहले से बताया कि जो इस टाइप के ग्राफ्स होंगे उन सब में आंसर्स हमेशा क्या रहेंगे, सेम. वी गेट डिफरेंट रिजल्ट्स जब हम इस तरह के ग्राफ्स में आते हैं जो नॉन यूनिफॉर्म होते हैं, ठीक है?
Sir,
But
isn't this also
principle
known
would-
as slope?
Sorry, slope, yeah. There are so many meanings of it, but it's not, the examiner is not going to ask you what are the names of the gradients. ठीक है? Who would always refer to the points, what information we can get this from this graph. So from distance time graph, we have only one information, which is gradient of the graph. ठीक है? Again,
Yes.
when we have these types of graph, again, this would be x1, this would be x2, this would be y1, and this would be y2.
Y2.
हमारे पास जो भी रिस्पेक्टिव वैल्यूज बन रहे होंगे हम उनको नोट कर लेंगे और उसको फॉर्मूला में पुट कर देंगे. Similarly, this goes
Excuse
for
me.
both distance time and speed time graph. ठीक है? अब distance time graph के अंदर ये किसको शो कर रहा है, y axis किसको शो कर रहा होगा, डिस्टेंस को, और x axis पे क्या है, टाइम. Whereas जब velocity time में जाएंगे तो y axis पे कौन सी क्वांटिटी होती है, स्पीड, और x axis पे क्या होता है, टाइम. So this is given as acceleration. Okay? Amar,
Yes.
please clear the screen.
एक्सक्यूज मी सर, मैंने ये पूछना था कि ये जो मतलब हम कैसे आइडेंटिफाई कर सकते हैं कि इस ग्राफ पे ये ग्रेडियंट लगना है y2 minus
वो लिखा हुआ
y1
होगा
वाला.
ना. नहीं, वो आपकी चॉइस होती है, अब आप किसी भी ग्राफ पे लगा सकते हो. That's your choice. आप अपनी मर्जी से किसी भी पार्ट पे लगा सकते हो, आई मीन किसी भी ग्राफ पे लगा सकते हो. ठीक है? Then
Yes.
हमारे पास स्पीड टाइम ग्राफ में से दो डेटा आ सकते हैं. फर्स्ट वन इज ग्रेडियंट जो हमने डिस्कस कर लिया. सेकंड इज एरिया अंडर द ग्राफ,
Graph.
which is एरिया अंडर द ग्राफ हमारे पास क्या है, 3 शेप्स हैं. This would give us the distance traveled by the body.
Yes.
First shape, second shape, and third shape. This shape, it's base, and this is height. Again, this is base, this is height. So the formula for the triangle is 1/2 base into
1 by
height.
2 multiplied.
For rectangle is just base into height. And for trapezium is 1/2
1 by 2.
height
1
into
by 2.
A plus B. This
Plus
would be
B.
B, this would be A, this would be
A.
H. Opposite sides हमेशा A and B होगा, and the other one is H. So if examiner asks to find out the distance traveled by the body and we have a velocity time graph, हम हमेशा इन 3 formulas की help out लेंगे. If the examiner asks to find out the acceleration and if it's a speed time graph, हम लोग gradient की help out लेंगे. ठीक है?
Yes.
To find distance, we use area under the graph.
Student graph.
If it's a velocity time graph, हम पहले देख लेंगे कि velocity time है या distance time है. Or to find acceleration, we go for gradient. And there is only one thing that the examiner could ask from the distance time graph to find out the speed. And then if the graph is
Speed.
given, we will use the gradient of that
distance.
graph, nothing else. ये pointers हैं that you need to keep in your.
Okay.
And lastly, whenever we're going up, velocity decreases
Decreases.
and becomes 0 at
0.
maximum height.
Maximum.
So if velocity is
Height.
decreasing while going up, so acceleration क्या होगा? Negative. And if it's
Negative.
a free fall motion, so acceleration would be minus 9.8 meters per
Minus
second square. Similarly, when an object is going down, velocity would increase,
Increase.
acceleration would be positive, and if it's a free
Positive.
fall motion, it would be positive
9.8
9.8 meter per second. Only if the motion is free fall, acceleration would be constant. But if air resistance is present, तो हम just positive and negative को consider करेंगे और जो भी calculations होंगी हम उसके accordingly जाएंगे. ठीक है? So अगर if there is a graph like this, speed time graph है, and they ask what would be the velocity and acceleration at this point, तो हम क्या कहेंगे? Without any thinking हम कहेंगे यहाँ पे value क्या है? 0. And
Zero.
why it's 0? Because this is the
Maximum height.
maximum
Maximum.
height. और अगर हमें स्पीड टाइम वर्सेस डिस्टेंस टाइम ग्राफ बनाना हो, तो जब आप ऑब्जेक्ट फॉल कर रहा होता है तो उसका स्पीड टाइम ग्राफ ये होता है एंड वेलोसिटी टाइम ग्राफ इज लाइक दिस. व्हाई इज दैट? ये मोशन किसको शो कर रहा होगा? ऑब्जेक्ट गोइंग
Down.
Down.
अप, वेलोसिटी डिक्रीज हो रही है. दिस इज
Oh,
द
yeah.
पॉइंट जहां वो मैक्सिमम हाइट पे रीच कर रहा है, बिकॉज यहाँ पे वेलोसिटी क्या है? 0. और ये
Zero.
वाला सेक्शन किसको शो कर रहा होगा?
Going up.
That
Down. Down.
गोइंग
Down.
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 Because velocity क्या करिए? Increase. और वो जब just before touching the ground it would be maximum, और फिर फौरन से वो किस पे आ जाएगा? Rest पे आ जाएगा. ये
Yes.
these both triangles will have same magnitude if air resistance is absent.
Yes.
ठीक है? यानी इन दोनों का
Yes.
एरिया अगर अंडर द ग्राफ निकालोगे तो सेम ही आंसर आएगा. सिमिलरली दिस पार्ट ऑफ द ट्रायंगल एंड वेलोसिटी टाइम किसको शो कर रहा है? ऑब्जेक्ट गोइंग अप. एंड दिस पार्ट ऑफ द वेलोसिटी टाइम ग्राफ किसको शो कर रहा है? ऑब्जेक्ट गोइंग डाउन.
Object
Since
going
velocity is a vector quantity, तो वो अपनी डायरेक्शन चेंज कर सकती है. इस वजह से this portion is
Yes.
showing the change of direction. So this is the velocity time graph
down.
and this is the speed time
Time graph.
Distance.
of object
graph.
going up and down.
Up and down.
Up and
Sir, the
Okay.
formula for getting the distance is the same for the speed and time and the velocity
Yeah,
and time.
same,
right?
exactly. Half base into height.
Okay.
बस obviously velocity time graph में वो हमें क्या दे रहा होगा? Displacement.
displacement.
और speed time graph में वो हमें क्या दे रहा होगा?
Distance.
Distance graph. वो तो फिर अब हमें common sense वहां पे खुद ही अप्लाई करना है कि हमें क्या डेटा कहाँ से मिलेगा. Any
Sir, I have,
questions now?
yes,
That is the end
the
of today's lecture. If there's any question, please